fucking let him go, you piece of shit!
It reminds me of the students I lost. Welcome to Book of Recaps.
At the beginning of the story, we see the scene at the Iraq border. Just a short while ago, the fight between Iraq and America had ended. Two American soldiers, Isaac and Matthews, arrive at the border to inspect a pipeline. Isaac is a sniper, and Matthews is his partner. They have been sent there to ensure that no Iraqi enemy sabotages the pipeline. The two hide a little distance away from the pipeline and cover themselves with bushes so that if any Iraqi soldier comes, they won't be easily spotted. As time passes, they have now been there for 22 hours. Matthews tells Isaac, "I can't stay here any longer. There's no enemy around." Isaac responds, "Maybe our enemy is very clever. He could be waiting for us to leave so that he can kill us. I don't feel right about this. Didn't you see how many American soldiers died here? There can only be one person as clever as that, and that's Juba. I think this is some kind of trick by Juba." Matthews disagrees and says, "No, you're overthinking it. This isn't a trick. Maybe everything is fine." Matthews, unable to stay hidden any longer, stands up and starts walking toward the pipeline. Isaac keeps an eye on him through his scope. As Matthews moves forward, he spots several dead men, all of whom were Americans, and each of them had been shot in the head. Matthews realizes that Isaac might have been right. He says, "This is a trap, and a skilled sniper is definitely here." Matthews radios Isaac, saying something feels off. Isaac urges him to come back, but suddenly, a bullet strikes Matthews in the leg. He looks around frantically, but he can't see the shooter. Isaac rushes to help, but he's also fired upon. Dodging the bullets in a zigzag pattern, he manages to reach Matthews. Just then, a bullet hits Isaac's leg as well. To save himself, Isaac dives and takes cover behind a nearby wall. Shaken by the situation, Isaac tries to contact their base to request backup and medical assistance, but his radio fails to connect. Desperate, he tells Matthews, "Don't move. I know you're in a lot of pain, but if you want to survive, you need to stay still, or that sniper will shoot again." Isaac then removes the bullet from his own leg, enduring excruciating pain. Despite the agony, he slowly extracts the bullet, nearly passing out in the process. Once the bullet is out, he ties a cloth around his leg as a makeshift bandage. Matthews remains motionless, and Isaac fears that his friend might be dead. The thought fills him with sorrow, as Matthews had been a close friend, and they had planned to leave this place together. As Isaac grapples with these emotions, he suddenly hears static on his radio. Believing it to be his base, Isaac immediately reports the situation and asks for backup and a medical team. However, the person on the other end instructs Isaac to stand up and fire. Confused, Isaac hesitates, realizing that if he stands, the sniper will shoot him. The voice on the radio addresses Isaac by his rank, which alarms him. "How do you know my rank?" Isaac asks. He had mentioned it, and the voice doesn't even sound American. It's Iraqi. In that moment, Isaac realizes the call isn't from his base, but from the sniper who shot him and Matthews. The sniper is likely targeting him right now, trying to confirm his position. Isaac responds, "I think I know who you are." The voice replies, "I knew you were smart, but if you want to stay alive, don't disconnect this call. Your friend Matthews is still alive, and I'll kill him if you hang up." Isaac feels a glimmer of hope upon hearing that Matthews is still alive, so he continues the conversation, hoping to use the sniper's words to figure out his location. Isaac makes a small hole in the wall and starts scanning the area with his scope. He then asks the sniper, "What do you want from me? Who are you? Don't you realize the war between America and Iraq is over? You're still killing innocent people." The sniper responds, "I just want to kill you. I'm just an ordinary Iraqi. As far as the war goes, it may be over for people like you, but not for people like us." The sniper then begins to ask Isaac personal questions about his family, which angers Isaac. "That's enough," Isaac says. "I'm not telling you anything." The sniper threatens, "I'll kill Matthews if you don't cooperate." Isaac, frustrated, replies, "Do whatever you want." But then he grows suspicious. Isaac begins to wonder how the sniper knows Matthews' name. He asks, "How do you know Matthews?" The sniper replies, "I don't just know Matthews. I know everything about you. If Matthews dies today, he'll be the second person you've gotten killed. Remember Dean? Dean was Isaac's old friend before Matthews. During a previous mission, Isaac accidentally shot Dean while aiming at the enemy, which led to his death. The sniper was now exploiting Isaac's emotional wounds, trying to weaken him mentally. His plan was clear: attack Isaac's heart with words, break his spirit, and force him to either surrender or make a mistake. Time drags on, and Isaac remains hidden behind the wall, but his thirst is unbearable. His water bottle had been shot during the initial attack, leaving him parched. Sensing Isaac's suffering, the sniper speaks again, taunting him. "I know you're thirsty, suffering without water. You'll die a slow death like this." Isaac, frustrated, calls him a terrorist. The sniper retorts, "I'm on my land, the soil of my country. How am I a terrorist in my own home? If you really look at it, you're the invader. You're the one terrorizing another country." Through his scope, Isaac notices a pile of garbage. It strikes him that the sniper might be hiding there, as it's the perfect cover for someone experienced in this deadly game. Only a seasoned player would use such a tactic, and Isaac realizes the sniper must be Juba. "I know who you are," Isaac says. "You're Juba, the one who used to work for America. You learned everything from us, and then you betrayed us." The sniper responds cryptically, "There are many named Juba. Which one are you talking about?" Isaac replies, "I'm talking about the Juba, the ghost." For the first time, Isaac confirms the sniper's true identity, but his condition is worsening. Juba, fully aware of Isaac's deteriorating state, threatens him further. "If you die here, I'll rip your tongue out and cut off your head to take it with me as a trophy." Isaac knows he has to act fast. He devises a plan to pinpoint Juba's exact location. Using a stick, he hangs his hat and clothes, making it appear as though he's standing up. He hopes Juba will shoot at the decoy, revealing his position. However, the plan fails. Juba doesn't fall for the trick. Just then, a fierce sandstorm rolls in, taking advantage of the chaos. Isaac crawls to a nearby dead American soldier and grabs his bag before retreating back behind the wall. Meanwhile, Juba continues to fire at Isaac, shattering his scope. In the bag of the dead American soldier, Isaac finds a water bottle and other supplies. He quickly drinks to quench his thirst, but soon discovers something incredible. Matthew is still alive. He had been listening to the conversation between Isaac and Juba through his radio. Relieved, Isaac devises a plan. He tells Matthew that Juba is hiding in the pile of garbage and suggests luring him into a conversation so Matthew can shoot him with his rifle. However, Isaac makes a critical mistake. He forgets to turn off his radio while talking to Matthew, allowing Juba to overhear everything. Juba questions Isaac, asking, "Who are you talking to?" Isaac, trying to protect Matthew, quickly changes the subject. Matthew, determined, tries to spot Juba using a reflective object like a mirror to get a better angle. He takes a shot with all his strength, but it misses. In response, Juba shoots Matthew in the shoulder. Matthew, injured, rushes toward Isaac, but Juba shoots him again. Isaac, devastated, cries out for Juba to leave him alone. Juba coldly asks, "Who stopped you?" Isaac responds, "I know that if I try to leave, you'll shoot me." But Juba denies this, saying, "That's not why you're staying here." Isaac, confused, asks, "Then why?" Juba replies, "Your answer is in my next question. The war is over, so why are you still here? What's stopping you from going home?" Isaac begins to break down, crying as he confesses, "I can't go home because I killed Dean. I told his family and everyone else that the enemies killed him in the heat of battle. How can I face his family now?" As the conversation continues, Isaac receives a call on his radio. Initially, he thinks it's another one of Juba's tricks, but this time it's his captain, and Isaac realizes it's a genuine call. Meanwhile, Juba takes advantage of the situation and impersonates Isaac, communicating with his base, assuring them that everything is fine and to send a team to retrieve him. Isaac begins to understand why no dead soldier had called for help. Juba had been systematically killing anyone who tried. Soon, Isaac hears the sound of 2 helicopters approaching, signaling that help is on the way. Knowing Juba might try to attack before the rescue arrives, Isaac formulates a plan to take him down. He ties a rope to a piece of wood, fashions a makeshift hook, and retrieves Matthew's sniper rifle, breaking part of the wall in front of him. Isaac exposes himself just enough to trick Juba into firing, hoping to pinpoint his exact location. Isaac quickly retaliates, firing at Juba's location, hoping the bullet hits its mark. Isaac remains standing, but nothing happens, leading him to believe that Juba might be dead. Shortly after, Isaac's base team arrives to extract him, and we learn that Matthew is still alive. Both Isaac and Matthew board the helicopter with the rescue team. However, as the helicopter takes off, gunfire erupts, and they realize with horror that Juba is still alive. Juba shoots down the pilots of both helicopters, causing them to crash. Tragically, Isaac, Matthew, and everyone on board perish in the wreckage. Despite all the pain and effort, both Isaac and Matthew meet their end. In a chilling final act, Juba impersonates yet another American soldier and contacts Isaac's base, requesting help. It becomes clear that Juba's deadly game is far from over. He will continue luring soldiers to their deaths. With this somber conclusion, the story ends. We hope you found it captivating.